from the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017. We are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Buffalo Bills and the Houston Texans. Taken at the 15, a short kick. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now the first carry here for Phillip Lindsay. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon. Sees a crease and bursts through it for a solid gain.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. The start less than ideal as they already face a 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Allen, he's going deep for Brown. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. Escaping the pressure right. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. Picked off around the 27. They may have thrown the interception, obviously less than ideal, but I think they also sent a message that they're going to push the ball downfield in this one.
Yeah, not afraid to take their shots right away, huh? What was that, like a 9-9-9 route? 9 meaning go? Just went ahead and went for it. Didn't work out so well because it certainly appeared the defense was prepared. Okay, so it didn't work this time. Doesn't mean we won't try it again later.
First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a 1st down. Here's Watson. And this will complete to Will Fuller. And now look at this. Big gain by Fuller. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. That one 28 yards on the ground. So back-to-back big runs picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
For the running back.
No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and...
They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Texans have taken the early lead. Now, this is a crew. They've come out flat their last 2 games. Both losses, but just judging by the energy level, touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you really haven't. For an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You know, get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield.
Quarterback.
It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll be 3rd down.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a 3rd down.
Is Allen on 3rd. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
4th down.
They do go for it. Here's Allen. Brown has the 1st down and much more. And finally, down at the 36-yard line. They go for it on 4th down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 36. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Buffalo and Houston, 2 up-and-comers in the AFC, and you may remember they met in the wild card round a season ago. That game most likely to be remembered for the Deshaun Watson play where he spun away from the 2 defenders before finding Tywan Jones for a big play late, and that game went into overtime, tied at 19 before Kaimi Fairbairn won it with a field goal in the extra session. This one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10. This running game so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
11 yards.
Throwing on 2nd and long. Allen. He'll get that one complete to Connor. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
12 yards on the
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Texans 7, Bills 0.
Allen on 3rd down. That is caught at the 7. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Allen. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
They'll try to run with Lindsey, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down. To throw, it's Allen. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off down near the 5. And he returned just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. Second straight drive now here, Charles, that have ended with an interception.
And I just wonder, because I don't think it's going to rattle him necessarily, but I also wonder if it's going to nerve him a little bit. Does it lead to another one, or does he find a way to pull it together and become sharp again?
And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now it's Watson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 27. A huge play there for Houston. And even 40 yards. So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Here's Watson. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. No gain on the screen there. It's 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Texans will add on to their lead. On for the PAT, Kaimi Fairbairn. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Texans 14, Bills nothing.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Come to the line to start their next drive. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball. Try and get things settled down a little bit.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Allen eluding the pressure right. Incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
Allen going to try and throw on 3rd down. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked off near the 32. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And he'll give it here to his running back. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Matt Milano.
Tackle made there by Matt Milano. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfect.
Touchdown, Houston. Jordan Reed, his first touchdown on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. So simple math here in the first half. They've had 3 drives offensively, and they have scored every time, and they've got the lead.
Well, whenever we talk about adjustments, we usually talk about an offense making adjustments, right? This is all about the defense. They've got to figure out some way, somehow to slow them down. Do they blitz a little bit more? Do they play more zone coverage? Right now, they don't know where to go because they're hitting them in every direction.
And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we get back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we're having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you've got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. On 2nd and 11 now. Allen will get this to Connor underneath. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 11 yards there, first down.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
Throwing on first down is Allen. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. To the air, Allen. They shakes him off. But he can't get away forever, and down he goes.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been under constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. A little too aggressive defensively, and the flag comes out.
And no one trying to cover is going to like a call going against them, but you have to like the effort there. Went for the interception, just unable to get it, and the flag did come out.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. So the shotgun snap to Allen. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. On 3rd down, Allen. And this is going to be incomplete.
You tell they wanted to get that ball downfield. They had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So it looks like the offense isn't going anywhere. They're going to go for it on 4th and 7. They're going to try and throw. That's to his running back, complete. And he goes out right around the 39. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Texans take over an excellent field position. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Now a handoff looking right. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. They need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. They take him down. The Bills get to him. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Watson going to stay out there as they'll go for it on 4th. They will indeed snap it to Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Will Fuller as the first half is winding down. And the Texans will extend their lead.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
15-yard line.
Come to the line to start their next drive. Time here for likely one play, then off to the locker room, and they're going to have some adjustments to make.
They certainly will, and I think a lot of people are thinking to themselves, all right, take the knee.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Kicked off at the 47. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
At their own 46-yard line.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he's in for the touchdown. The final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done? Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Well, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
To kick off for Buffalo.
It's the Texans in front, and they're going to get the football first as we are back underway in the 3rd quarter. A fairly short kick from the fifth. Crease here as he's past the 30. Look at him go inside the 30. Then he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. James Conner, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills are in for 6.
Is good.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll cut the lead down a bit to 28. And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And not willing to risk another fumble. He'll sit on this one. It's a touchback.
25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was fairly easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
And we'll see if it's that easy here. Going to give this time to the tailback. He'll have a first down past the 40. First down, Houston. A big play there. 72 yards. And the Texans add on. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
At their own 33-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now what do you get?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. They throw again on second down. This one's complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. 16 yards, a first down.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Bill.
Play action. Now it's Allen. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. The intended target there was Gabriel Davis. And now it's second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. And now here's another interception. Picked off at the 46. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line. Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Now a handoff here to his running back. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Brings up second.
Back to throw, Watson.
Their 49-yard line.
And the crossing route complete. It's Fuller. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. Will Fuller was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
Similar to a shooter in basketball, just connected on the previous shot. They run another set for him on the next play. Now, we had a guy who made the catch. They tried to get the big one downfield, but came up empty.
He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
Vision is so important for the man in the middle because his ability to look through all the clutter that's happening in front of him, diagnose a play, and then go make it and finish it, that's when the great ones know that they have the goods.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to be marked down short of the first down, right around the 17. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more. And he finds the tight end, Reed. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. A great move in there, but it only takes him to the 7. He's dropped there. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4. And a give this time to the tailback. And he's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. So now after the face mask penalty, here's 1st and goal. Quick throw completed by Watson. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Deshaun Watson, 4 touchdown passes now in the ball game. And the Texans continue to pour it on. And his kick is good, and flags fly as well. Some frustration showing through right now. This is going to be a roughing call. After the roughing penalty on the PAT, they'll kick off from 15 yards further upfield. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
25-yard line.
Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Lindsey. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
A gain of 12. 1st down, Buffalo.
From the gun, Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And this will be incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
On 2nd down, it's Lindsey. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Allen. He's going to let this one go deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up near the 34. And his crew will take over with a football at the 35-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They are just putting things together so well here, drive after drive. They really have captured the momentum, haven't they?
They've taken momentum and pretty much not just give him a jersey, but a seat on the bench as well. Whatever do you need, you've got it, because the way they're stringing things together and creating that distance between them and their opponent is really hard to narrow that gap. And the other part is they're taking their spirit away from them, too.
And now they're just looking to end the total. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. After the run, Watson going to throw. Flush to his right. And that one incomplete. They'll try to sneak in a deep ball with the clock running down, but to no avail as time will expire on this 3rd quarter of play. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. And he may want to track down that football because that's interception number 1 on his career.
You're saying that's going into the trophy case?
I'd put it there.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That's when you ask the equipment guys to make sure they hold it for you after the game. But if you play in the back 7 on defense, that's part of your job, finding ways to take the ball away from the other team.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
A gain of 17 yards.
Now a carry for Lindsey. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Allen's throw is complete. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. The Bills on third down. It's been a problem. Just 1 for 7 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Give him 18 on that one as the Bills are going to have a first down. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. First carry for James Conner. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Oftentimes we praise an offense for their variety of being able to hit people with the run in the pass. But in this game, how about what we're seeing from the safeties? They are all over the field. Doesn't matter if they threw it or if they're trying to run it.
I don't think we've ever awarded an MVU, most valuable unit, but you're right. It might go to them in this game.
I like that. MVU. Well done. That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. Been a very strong performance for them, really on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving a little dab. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And I think the ball's out. This is picked up by the Bills. He has been a workhorse for them in this game, and ball security hasn't been an issue until that point.
Yeah, and let's face it, when he's going to carry the ball that many times, he becomes more and more of a target for the defense, knowing that he's going to be the primary guy. They'll just send more and more players towards him, trying to make sure they knock the ball free.
A throw left side to start out. That's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and...
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. That's complete to his running back, Conner. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The Bills on third down. Not so hot. 2 for 9 to this point. They're up against a third. Oh, Conner loses it. And the Texans scoop it. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
And with that kind of a deficit, you can't afford to make any kind of mistakes. But it's been pretty symptomatic of what we've seen all game with them, isn't it? Down this big in the fourth quarter.
You'd say an afternoon to forget. Absolutely. Now a handoff here to his running back. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's letting this one go for Fuller. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Trying to bust out of that losing funk, and these fans have to like this. And all right, fellas, this is more like it.
And I know that if this holds up after the game, they're going to give the fans a lot of credit, being at home, getting the support. But you and I both know it goes deeper than that. They had to get it together in their own facility, look each other in the eye and say, okay, what's it going to take to break this losing streak? And they really came together with a good week of practice.
taken in the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
And he drops it incomplete, and their struggles continue here. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. Now let's check on the call.
We dominate today.
So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Operating from the gun. Allen. And is going to be brought down. Back at its own 6-yard line. And the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. And that'll cross midfield here, not by much. Out of bounds just on the other side of the 50.
47-yard line.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 4th down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. For right side here, complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That pickup goes for 25. What a flip of the script from 4th down to 1st. Throwing now, Watson. Looking for the end zone. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
That is caught inside the 5. 25 yards that time.
1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
Well, they probably don't need to run a play here, but you wonder if they're going to be able to resist on 1st and goal. Again, it's Watson. Flushed out right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. Here's 2nd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. 3rd and goal as they look to pour some more salt in the wound. will try to run this one in. And he takes it in for the score on the game's final play, so it doesn't affect the outcome, but a little whipped cream on top to their ending.
Or as our friends in Bayou Country would say, that's a little a little extra on top.
But Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for the Texans, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the New York Jets come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they also will exit this one at 2-2. And they'll look to get back on the beam next week as they host the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.